So let's begin the session. So I guys, let's brush it up the things now. So the Azure data engineering. So as we know that the Azure data engineering, guys, the Azure data engineering is nothing but guys. This is the Azure is the name used by the Microsoft. Am I right? Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. So guys, generally we use what's guys Azure as the name which is used for marketing the cloud services. Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. Market their cloud services. That is called as what guys? Azure. That is called as what? Azure. Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. Market their cloud services. Okay. So Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. Okay. So then we have what is it, guys? Like you have the more supermarket, guys. More supermarket is there. More supermarket. So guys, the more supermarket is nothing but what, everyone? The more supermarket is the name used by the Birla group. The more supermarket is owned by whom, guys? By the Birla group. Am I right? By the Birla group, guys. By the Birla group. Okay. So we can say the Birla group is nothing but the Birla uses a name called what? More for marketing their grocery stores. Am I right? For marketing their grocery stores. For marketing their grocery stores. Am I right? The same in the same way here also. Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. Market their what's it, guys? Cloud services. So we can say the Azure is nothing but it is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. Then we have what's it is data. Data is nothing but what, guys? Information. Data is nothing but what, guys? Information. Data is nothing but what? Information, guys. Data always represents that was information. The whole world is dependent on the information only. That is called as data. And what is that engineering? Engineering is nothing but, guys, the techniques we apply on the data to make the data, that is to make changes on the data as per the requirement. Engineering is nothing but, guys, the techniques we apply on the data, guys. The techniques we apply on the data to get the required output, guys, to get the data in the required format. That is called as what? Engineering. So hence overall we can say, guys, Azure data engineering is nothing but, guys, Azure data engineering is nothing but so preparing the data as per the requirement, preparing the data as per the requirement of the end user, preparing the data as per the requirement of the end user. Okay, guys, we use what is it, guys? Azure as the cloud service. Azure as what is it, guys? Cloud service. So we can say Azure data engineering is bunch of cloud services. It is the bunch of cloud services. We can say many cloud services, guys. Many cloud services are available here. Many cloud services are available here into the Azure data engineering. Many cloud services are available into the Azure data. That is nothing but Azure data engineering. So we can say what are those services? Those services we can say, guys, here as the ADF. That is called as what? Azure Data Factory. The first one is called as what, guys? Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory. Okay, is the first one. Then the second one we can say, guys, ADB. ADB, where the ADB stands for what, guys? Azure Databricks. Azure Databricks, guys. We can say it is a what? Azure Databricks is the second one. Then the third one we can say, guys, everyone, Synapse. Synapse. So what do you mean Synapse, guys? Synapse is nothing but, guys, Synapse is nothing but we can say Azure Synapse, which is nothing but the data warehouse of Azure, guys, which is called as what, guys? data warehouse of Azure. Data warehouse of Azure. Data warehouse of Azure is called as what, guys? Synapse. Data warehouse of Azure is called as what, guys? Synapse. Data warehouse of Azure is called as what, guys? Synapse. Azure, that is data warehouse of Azure is called as what, guys? Synapse. Data warehouse of Azure is called as what, guys? Synapse. Okay. Then the next one, what is it you have it, guys? Everyone. Then you have the another service that is called as what, guys? AI, which is called as what? Artificial intelligence, guys. And then we have the next service as well here that is called as what, guys? OpenAI. OpenAI. So what is OpenAI? OpenAI, actually this is the one, we can say, a tool type of thing, which we use it here in what, guys, everyone, which we use it in what, chat GPT, where everything will be done by the system, that is called the AI one. But here we integrate the OpenAI in Azure as well, as a that is nothing but one of the supportive service here, guys. But actually the service originally, that is the AI service, is provided by the Azure with the name called what? Azure AI. So you have two things. One is the Azure AI, guys. Azure AI. And the next one you have it as what, guys? Open AI. Okay, so I'm writing it here. Azure AI, which stands for what? Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, guys. Then you also, guys, Open AI. So Open AI is another one which we use it here, guys. Open AI is the another one which we use it as what? AI stands for, obviously, AI stands for what? Artificial intelligence. AI stands for what, guys? Artificial intelligence. Okay. Where OpenAI is actually, it is owned by what? Chat GPT. Chat GPT. It is owned by what? Chat GPT. Okay, guys. These are the some of the services. Many more services are there, guys, but some of the services are listed here like this. Okay. And the next one you have it as what, guys? The next one after this, everyone. The next one after this, here we can say, guys, the first one we can say here it as what, guys? The following are the jobs we can do it by using this, guys. The following are the jobs we can do it here, guys. What are those jobs? The first job we can say, guys, data migration job. Then we can say, guys, data integration job. Data migration, data integration. Then we have what's it, data summarization. Data migration. Okay. Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the, this guys, as well as the data visualization. Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. So these are all the things we have it, guys. Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization, as well as the data visualization. So these all are what is that, guys? The jobs we can perform it by using the Azure data engineering. Azure data engineering, guys. Everyone. So guys, before we see this, I will tell you some of the basics, guys, based on this. Okay, everyone. So before we see what are these one, what is that? What is data migration? Then what is data integration? And then we can say what is data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. So before this, I will tell you some of the basic, guys, very important one, that is called as what? As you know, guys, the Azure Synapse is nothing but the data warehouse of Azure. So what do you mean by data warehouse, everyone? Because the whole job we are going to work on mostly the data warehouse here. So what is a data warehouse? First of all, let's try to understand this. So guys, data warehouse is nothing but a place where summarized a place where summarized or final layer of data is stored is stored is called as data warehouse. Data warehouse, or we can also say it as what, guys? Warehouse database. These are the warehouse database. Okay, guys. So now, guys, what is a data warehouse or warehouse database? So let's try to understand this, everyone. So, guys, are you aware of data warehouse or warehouse database, guys, or not? Yes, everyone. Are you aware of data warehouse or warehouse database or not, guys?
A little bit.
Okay. So now I'll just make it in a very simple way, guys. What is a data warehouse and what is the warehouse database? Okay, in simple. I'll just tell you here on this. Okay, guys. So let's see here, everyone. Okay. Now, guys, we all might have read many books. Okay, many books. So now when we talk about a book, guys, when we talk about the books, okay. So every book, can you see here, guys? Every book, okay, guys. Every book, whenever we call every book, will have two type of that is thing. But whenever you go to a shop to purchase a book, let us say, let's you want to purchase a book, a textbook. Okay, guys. Whenever you wanted to purchase a textbook, guys. Whenever you wanted to purchase a textbook. Whenever you wanted to purchase a textbook, guys. So let us say you have wanted to purchase a textbook for English stories, and you have been to the shop to buy the same. There in the bookstore, or we can say on the book hosiery or a book library, you will find many books. Am I right? You will find, what is it, guys? Many books. You will find, what is it, guys? Many books. Now tell me, as you have, let us say, 100 books are there, and you wanted to purchase one book out of all of them. So what you will do? Tell me now, guys, everyone. Yes, what you will do? Huh? So are you going to read all the books at the shop itself, or you will choose one book which you want to purchase? Yes, guys,
Choose one book.
choose one book. So how do you choose that one book, guys? Everyone, how do you choose that one book? Every book I can say, guys. Every book I can say, it is divided basically into, what's it, guys? Every book is divided into basically two parts. Every book is divided into, what's it, guys? Two parts. What are those two parts, guys? I can say every book is divided into two parts. What are those? The first one we can say, guys. The first one we can say, so let us say, here you have a book that is called as a story book. The book is divided into two parts. What is that? The first one I can say, guys, index paper. Am I right? Index paper. And the second one I can say, guys, the second one I can say, the first paper is, the first part is what? Index. And the second one we can say, guys, index paper. And the second one is the detailed stories. So we can say first part is the index paper, and the second part is what it is? Detailed stories. So now, to purchase the book, are you going to read all the detailed stories, or you are going to read only the index paper? Guys, tell me. Yeah, everyone is following or not? Please respond, ma.
Yes, yes. Index paper.
Index paper, you're going to choose it. That means you're going to read the index paper, everyone. We're going to read the index paper rather than reading, or rather than taking the whole book. That is nothing but reading the whole stories. So using the index paper, you take a decision. Am I right? So we can say, what? How does the index book will be there? Let us say you have a topic called Little Angel. Page number 1, dash page number 10. That means what? Can you see here, guys? You will have like this. And the second, you can say topic something like this. The haunted, or let us say the stories. The topic name is also the stories. Let's say page number 11 to 25. Something like this. Now, just by reading the index paper, you will take a decision. But now tell me, the index paper, guys, everyone, the index paper is developed based on what, guys? The story is available in the book or not? Yeah. If you wanted to know what is that story, Little Angel, okay. So here you can see the detailed description of the story. That is something. But here you have a Little Angel, just detailed story, and here you have it, the little angel, etc., etc. It's a story about a small girl, etc., etc. Detailed information will be there. So that means whenever you wanted to know the detail of this story, you will have to go and read it from the paper number 1 to paper number 10, guys. Am I right? Paper number 1 to it's at paper number 10. Okay. So we can say the detailed part is nothing but it will give you the detailed description of the story, and the index paper will give you what's what, guys? The overview story of the book. Am I right? The overview story of the book. The overview story of the book here. Okay. So we can say you will read the index paper and take the decision of purchasing the book. Okay. So we can say the index paper used for what? Decision making purpose. Decision making purpose. So decision making means what? Comparing two books or comparing 10 books and taking a decision. That is called as what? That is called as what, guys? The shortcut. Using the index paper, you will take the decision. And if you want to know the detail of this, then you have to go towards it, guys, the paper number 1 to paper number 10 to read this whole story. So we can say this is used for what, guys? Knowing the detailed information. So hence we can say this is used for what, guys? Verification and validation. It is used for what? Verification and validation. Verification and validation. This is called as what? It is used for what? Verification and validation. It is used for what, guys? Verification and validation. Verification and what's it, guys? Validation. It is used for what? Verification and validation. Whereas in the same way, this is used for what, guys? Only decision making. So in the same way, like just your book, here you have what's it, guys? The data warehouse will be there. Data warehouse will be there. The data warehouse is divided into two parts. What is that, guys? The first one is called as the, yes, guys, the first one is called as the warehouse database. In the same way, you can say, guys, this is a database. Database is divided into what it is? Warehouse database. And the next one is called as what? Transaction database. Transaction database. Okay, guys. Transaction database and the warehouse database. Here you can say, guys, transaction database and the warehouse database. So warehouse database is just like what? The index paper, where whatever the data you have it here in the warehouse database, guys, warehouse database, whatever the data you have it, you will take a decision. You will take what, guys? A decision based on this data. And this is transaction database is used for what? Yes, guys, is used for what? Verifying the details which are available into the warehouse database. Which is available into the warehouse database, you will take a decision on this, guys. So in the same way, just like the book, guys, you will have a database, and the database is just like a book. You have two parts, index paper and the detailed story. So here you can say warehouse database is the one where you have the shortcut or the summarized information will be there, which is used for what, guys? Which is used for what? Decision making. Summarized information will be there. Summarized information will be there. And here, guys, you will have what's it, guys? Warehouse transaction database is a database where detailed data will be there. Detailed data will be there. Detailed information. So this information we generally we use for what? Verification and validation. This information we use it for what? Verification and validation. And this information, summarized information, is used for what, guys? Decision making purpose. This is used for what? Decision making. This is used for what, guys? Decision making. And this is used for what, guys? Verification and validation. So whatever the information is there, okay, guys, whatever the information is there, that you can verify it. Okay, that you can verify it, guys. Okay. Suppose here you have, can you say, guys, let us say the information called like 10 is there. Suppose the information is 10 is there. How do you get this 10? How do you get this 10? This 10 detailed information will be there like this. That is nothing but two. Okay, what is that? Let's say 2 into 5 is equal to 10. The detailed information will be like this in the transaction database. But the 10 means what? The summarized information. How do you get this 10? You have to go and verify in this the transaction database. So based on this only, the warehouse is developed here always. Okay. So here it is used for what? Decision making. And this is used for what, guys? Verification and validation. So like the book here, you have the database is divided into two parts. That is called as what? Transaction database and the warehouse database. So here, guys, here we are going to deal with the warehouse database. Mostly we are going to deal with the warehouse database. So here you can say, guys, the Azure Synapse is the warehouse database of Azure, where the summarized information will be recorded. And these records are used for what? Verification and validation purpose. So everyone is clear with this concept, guys? Yeah, please.
Uh, and Databricks is also a data warehouse, right?
Databricks is not a data warehouse. Databricks is not at all a data warehouse. It is one of the service. It is one of the service, guys. Databricks is one of the service we have it. Okay. So only one data warehouse will be there. That is called as the Azure Synapse in Azure. There is no data warehouses again. Data warehouse, Databricks is a service. This service we initiate, we use it by using the PySpark. By using the PySpark. PySpark is nothing but what? It's a combination of Python plus Spark. Python plus Spark together is called as what, guys? PySpark. Python
Uh,
plus Spark. Yeah.
yeah. And what does like Spark does? Do?
Spark is nothing but, guys, Spark is one of the language we use it here. Okay. Wherein it is used to interact with the, that is it is provided with the, it is the full name of the Spark is Apache Spark. Apache Spark. Okay. And it is provided with a cluster which can process the data, which can process the data millions and trillions of records in the, it can process in a couple of seconds, guys. Millions and trillions of records it can process in a seconds. It can process in a seconds, guys. That is called as what? The Apache Spark cluster, guys. Okay. So basically, the Databricks is provided with the, yes, guys, Apache Spark cluster, and that Apache Spark cluster, okay, we can use it here by using the language called what? PySpark. It is nothing but the PySpark as a language, guys. Just like the Python. PySpark stands for what? Python plus a Spark together. We use it as a PySpark, guys. That's the one you have it. Okay. So here you can say, guys, the Databricks, Azure Databricks is the, that is one of the service we can use it here, guys. And when you talk about the data factory, it's a totally a GUI, guys. It's a graphical user interface. Okay, it is a graphical user interface. It is a graphical user interface. And Databricks is nothing but what? It is a character user interface. That is called as what? CUI. That means here it is a code based. Here you require the coding, guys. CUI, character user interface. The coding is needed here. But here there is no coding is needed. So the combination of all of them comes under what is said, guys? Azure Data Engineering. Okay, everyone. So now Here you have it, this one, guys. So, guys, what is data migration? So these are the services we can use it in the Azure data engineering. What is that? Data migration service, data integration service, data summarization service, and data visualization service. So these are all we can use it into the Azure data engineering, guys. Azure data engineering. So, guys, so what are all these service? How do you use this service? That anyways, we will see it tomorrow. So tomorrow, all of you, please join by 7:30, guys. We will have the class at 7:30. 7:30 to 8:15, we can take up the session here, okay? So because I have some other session now, I'm just ending up. And from day after tomorrow, you will have the class at 7 a.m., guys. Only for tomorrow, it will be 7:30. Then again, from day after tomorrow, you'll have at 7 a.m. 7 to 8 will be our standard timings for the session here. And the next one, guys, as a part of our course, we are going to cover all these services, guys. ADB, ADF, Synapse, Azure AI, and the OpenAI. These are all the services we are going to have it, guys. Okay. So that's it, guys. Yeah. And the duration of this will be, guys, around 90 days. You can say almost all 90 days. Okay, guys. Okay. Almost 90 days you will have it. And in hours also you can calculate up to 90 hours to 100 hours, guys. Which is okay, almost all 3 months you will have it this session. Okay. So that's it, guys. And that's it for the session here now. And the rest of the things we will continue tomorrow, guys. Yeah, please respond.
Sir, actually, I have also like taken the demo of this class before as well. So
Mhm.
this batch was supposed to start by today, but like still the demos are going on. So I
Yeah,
am
tomorrow
not
will be the last demo.
okay for this batch.
Yes, tomorrow will be the last demo, and tomorrow the link will be changed.
Hmm.
And from the day after tomorrow onwards, we'll have the regular link.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you, everyone. Mhm.